If you have not heard it by now, CIA Exam Part 3, Business Knowledge for Internal Auditing, is way different from CIA Exam Part 1, Essentials of Internal Auditing, and CIA Exam Part 2, Practice of Internal Auditing. Why? Tune in to find out. Before I tell you, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back and let me know in the comments which part you are studying for. So, how is Part 3 so different from Parts 1 and 2? Why does it have the stigma of being significantly more difficult compared to the other first two parts? Well, there is significantly more content packed into Part 3 than the first two parts. Off content alone, my Wiley CIA Exam Part 3 book has almost 1,000 pages of actual study content. This is literally twice as many pages as Wiley's CIA Exam Part 1 book. In addition, CIA Exam Part 3 has more of a concentrated focus. What do I mean by that? I mean approximately 45% of the exam is material related to information technology and information security. So if you are an internal IT auditor or specialize in a related area of information expertise, then Part 3 may not be as challenging for you. So that's great news for those types of internal auditors. So CIA Exam Part 3 is most difficult for those majority of internal auditors because they generally do not deal with these IT-related topics on a daily basis at work. The good news is that majority of the topics tested in Part 3 of the CIA exam are tested at the basic level. If you are new to the world of CIA exams, topics can be tested at a basic level or a proficient level. All topics in Domain 2, Information Security, and Domain 3, Information Technology, are tested at the basic level. So, the exam content is very general and wide, but the depth of the testing content is shallow and not as detailed as the first two parts of the exam. If you are still here, comment below, I will pass Part 3, because I believe you are highly capable of doing so. I will pass Part 3 of the CIA exam. Now, you may mention that Part 1 of the CIA exam has 125 multiple choice questions, whereas Part 3 only has 100 multiple choice questions. And you are right. CIA Exam Part 3 has 25 less questions than Part 1. However, all parts of the CIA exam give you an average of 1.2 minutes or 72 seconds to answer all questions. Part 1 has more questions, but it also provides more time, an extra 30 minutes to answer those questions. So, what is the solution? I have presented an issue, but I will not leave you to deal with it by yourself. After all, I am an internal auditor and we present considerations and solutions after announcing our observations and findings. There are solutions and you can pass Part 3 of the CIA exam. Number 1, invest in a high-quality CIA exam study kit. This can include a study guide book with focus notes, test banks with practice questions that are very similar to those that will actually be on your exam. This can include flashcards and video tutorials. Number 2, after you have finished investing in that study kit, actually set aside time to study and prepare for Part 3. This includes mapping out when you want to sit for your exam and the number of pages you want to read each day or at what pace you want to study. I can tell you this now, it has taken me longer to study for Part 3 than Parts 1 and 2. I finished Part 1 within about 5 months of studying while working and took a little longer with Part 2 for 7 months total of studying. I am currently on Part 3 at the 5-month mark, but I still have over 300 pages remaining with related video tutorials to watch and focus notes to read and practice questions to take. So if you are just starting your CIA journey, try to pass Parts 1 and 2 within a year or a year and a half if you must, so that you will have sufficient time to prepare for Part 3 and pass. Remember, you must pass all 3 parts within 3 years. But I know that you can do it. If you are still watching, comment below, I will become a certified internal auditor. I will become a CIA. Something I have wondered is, would it have been wiser to study for part 3 first prior to passing parts 1 and 2? I honestly don't know. I think it depends on your level of determination to acquire the CIA designation. It also depends on your areas of expertise and your professional experience in general. In addition, I do admit that passing part 1 within a short amount of time provided me with a boost of confidence and reassurance that I could actually do this. I could actually become a certified internal auditor, and it motivated me to continue in my pursuit of the certification. A good amount of the content in part 2 carries over into part 3, and the knowledge builds if you take the exam parts sequentially. Ultimately, it is up to you to determine which order you should take the exams. Either way, Becoming Boss C is here to motivate you, encourage you, guide you, and study with you along your CIA study journey. Check out my lecture videos with my practice questions and mini lectures. Let's finish strong and become certified internal auditors together. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to Becoming Boss C if you have not already. If you're a returning subscriber, I so appreciate you for watching. We are on the journey to 1,000 subscribers. A little about myself. I have my master's in accounting. I'm a former external auditor at a Big 4 accounting firm where I worked in various professional industries and earned my Certified Public Accountant or CPA designation. I transitioned to internal audit in 2020 and started pursuing the CIA designation that same year while working full-time. I am a daughter, a sister, a friend, a woman, a professional, and above all, a human being who wants to contribute to society by creating and sharing educational and informative content. I so appreciate your support. For more ways to support the channel, you can like this video, subscribe to Becoming Boss C, and turn on your notifications by clicking that bell below. Then consider sharing this video with other aspiring certified internal auditors. Lastly, there is another way that you can support this channel monetarily, and it's listed in the description box. It's been a pleasure. I am on page 629 of my 979-page study book for part 3. So 350 more pages to go. As always, stay blessed and stay bossy.